Last university related video ever in big like neon text. Blah, 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 blah. Smile, serotonin, get the serotonin and dopamine. Just keep smiling, it's fine. I got a new hat recently. I got it at the op shop. No, I didn't, I graduated. For all those who have graduated, you're gonna resonate with the story. If you have yet to graduate, I hope it gets you excited for the end of your course, because I'm gonna tell you about my experience on the day that it all happened. The day firstly starts with anger, because you have to drive 2 hours to the place the actual ceremony is held. Well, I mean, I had to, I'm sure not a lot of other people had to. So I wake up angry because we have to go to Geelong and we have to be there 3 hours before the actual ceremony starts, because you need to get your robe and your hat. Not a robe like this is authentic, but one of the big fancy robes that make you look like if Batman was a professor. It's one of those ones. So on this day, I hadn't realised how many people who weren't myself or my family that I had somehow impressed. Now, no, let me explain. So from the point you register, where you say, yes, hello, I'm here, every person who comes in contact with you is just saying, congratulations, are you excited for the big day? I am actually, yes, but what did I do to deserve you to say that for me? And it's not just the person that like registers you at the start. You got to go through this whole little process. There's steps, there's like signs. There's step 1, register. Step 2, get dressed. So before I've left to go get my gown and my hat, they've given me a ticket. And they say, if you lose this ticket, you're fucked. So I didn't lose that ticket. In fact, I think I still have that ticket to this day. But basically they said if I didn't have that ticket at the end of it, I couldn't get into my own graduation, which, you know, fear setting and gender theory kind of set in a bit. So not only was I angry that I had to travel to Geelong, I'm scared because if I lose this ticket, then I travel to Geelong. So it's a lose-lose for everyone there. So as I enter into the process, as I will refer it to, the first step was to get my gown, which the guy just effortlessly just flicked on. Usually I have a hard time finding clothes that fit myself, but he looks at me like one of these ones, and he's like, no worries, turn around, take your jacket off. I wore a jacket, I'm fancy. And he pops it on and he goes, congratulations sir, you've done amazing. I'm like, thank you. Anyways, like just follow around the corner, I'm gonna put your hood on. Oh, I forgot to mention at the start I got a hood, which I really don't know how it worked, because it didn't look like a normal hood, and I wear a lot of hoods. So, clothes confuse me. Anyway, next person, congratulations sir, I hope you're excited. Yep, okay, sure, hello Belinda. Come right through here, they'll finish sorting you out. I'm like, okay. So I'm walking through. Keep in mind, it's a very tightly compact space. There's a lot of girls and a lot of guys just bumping into each other because we don't know what we're doing. And they're like, walk in there and there's a dressing room, like this is great. You know, because we're in this big hall and there's a big fancy dressing room and I'm just walking around like I owned the place, because in my brain I did. Anyway, so I go up and then I'm like, hi, do I need to do anything? They're like, no, we do everything here, sir. This is your big day. Okay. So anyway, I'm standing there like in a T-pose, like if a game breaks, and they're just fixing up my gown, my hood, and there's like a lot of safety pins all around me. I feel like a pin cushion. I feel like if I move, I'm gonna die. So after that's done, I move on to the most important part of it all. I'll tell you what, the hat was all I wanted out of it. I didn't even want the degree. I just wanted the goddamn hat. So I move up, I'm in line, I'm making eye contact with the guy. He's got a couple other people before me, but he knows that I'm here for the hat. I'm like, I'm getting that hat, and he's like, no, you want the hat? You'll get the hat, calm down. So like magic, this guy's an absolute expert at his job. He just basically clicks his fingers and then a hat flies up and just hits my head and he's like, you may leave. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you for that experience. But before I left though, he said that you've got to water your hat in case it frays. Excuse me, what? He's like, yeah, so like the tassels, they will like go to shit. And if they go to shit, just get some water and just do this. So for the entire day, I'm paranoid about my tassels. So I'm just there going, is that working? Mom, is it fine? Mom, is it straight? But I'll tell you what, once you have your hood, your gown, your hat, it's like the only moment where you could arguably have lost your letter to Hogwarts in the mail. I'm walking around and like the portraits start talking to me, the scar on my head appears and I just feel magical as fuck. I was this close to tweeting Daniel Radcliffe just to give him a piece in my mind. Not that he did anything wrong, I just felt very magical. So with a bit of time to kill after getting my robe on, we went to the pub of all places. and I'm starving. I haven't eaten since breakfast, and Dad just keeps pumping like Scotch and Cokes into me because God knows I need it right now because I got no idea what's going on, and I'm just a bit thirsty. By the time we had to go back into the lobby, all the students, to get ready, my food hadn't come out, so I left hungry. To Deakin University's credit, they do a really good presentation. We all had to be sat down at 45 minutes beforehand, and this really like sexy guitar, not a sexy guitar player, but like he was just playing some, and I don't know how to make guitar sounds, but like he was just jazzing the place up, and everyone was like, oh, this is too sexy, but we're gonna get into it. And I'm just like, oh yeah, this is too sexy, slow down. So about 5 minutes before the actual ceremony happened, they played this really, really nice video, you know, the very upbeat music, and then they had like a before you started uni and like an after you started uni. And that was probably the one time I really kind of looked back on everything and felt like, yeah, that was me. That's where I am now. That was like the moment I felt the most pride in myself. After that video, it's about an hour and a half of people just walking across stage, and you're just trying to understand how this person is just pronouncing everyone's names. I mean, to your knowledge, like flawlessly. They got my name wrong. I told him it was Marnie, not Mahoney. And so as that comes to an end, after the ceremony, you return your gown and you keep your hat, and you drive home and you get back at 11 PM thinking to yourself, I've got my degree, I've got my hat. That's what I came here to do. Looking back on it, would I do university again? Yes, I would. Would I change course? Nah. It was a great experience, and I hope you all enjoy it yourself in whatever capacity you're doing it in. And I hope that if you are approaching graduation soon, that you do it with your head up, your chin up, whatever body part you want up. Just do it optimistically because it's a great experience. Thank you all for watching. Have a happy Sunday. Enjoy your Monday, and I'll see you next week.